Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be replacing the O-ring on the distributor on a 1FZFE motor that comes in the Toyota Land Cruiser and Lexus LX450. Apologies, some of my video footage got deleted on the front end, so I'm speaking through some of the pictures for the intro. This is the old distributor as it came out with the old O-ring, the black one on there. The new O-ring from Toyota is a brownish, copperish color that you see there in the background and also in the bag in the next photo. We'll jump right into it and go through the steps. The video is going to start right where we have the old distributor out of the housing along with the new O-ring placed on there. Enjoy the video.
So the new O-ring is there, it's ready to go. Now I'm going to pop the distributor cap off and determine which way this thing goes back on, because I forgot to do that before I took the distributor off. So we're going to do that, and I'll walk you through the steps to determine how the distributor goes back on as far as positioning the rotation of the gear and the rotor that's inside the cap. And you want to dab a little bit of oil or grease on there, something slippery so it doesn't snag. The Toyota cylinder heads are pretty good about having a chamfer right there. But some cars, it's a sharp edge, so either way, just get in the habit of putting a little bit of oil on the O-ring so it slides in easily. So now we're going to go ahead and put the distributor back in. This slot right here needs to line up with that bolt hole right there. And then once we get it in, get it tightened up, then we're going to have to reset the timing as well, and I'll show you how to do that. So it's dark outside and I can't show you, but what you want to do is get your crank pulley, find the timing mark on it, and the timing marks on the timing cover, I should say 15, 10, and then 30, and line the crank pulley timing mark up to where it's approximately at 0. Then take your distributor cap off, and the rotor turns, and when it turns, the gear turns, right? That's what it's attached to, that shaft that comes through. Get your rotor to where it's approximately sitting at the corner of this tab. You see there's this section where there's no metal right there. Get the rotor to where it's approximately, doesn't have to be exact, lining up with about where that tab is, and that will be where your distributor needs to be lined up. If you ever take it out and you're real stupid like me and you forget to look at where the rotor was before you remove the distributor, that's how you figure out where it goes. You can also take out your number 1 spark plug on cylinder number 1. That's the cylinder all the way in the front of the motor, closest to the oil cap, and find where top dead center is for cylinder number 1. And where top dead center is also where you're at 0 degrees of mechanical timing, and that'll be the same thing. Line that up with top dead center for cylinder number 1, and then line the rotor up with this notch here, and wiggle the distributor back in. Don't ever force it, because these gears do need to line up in some way or other. And then once it does go in there, make sure that the rotor hasn't moved drastically from one direction to the other and it's set correctly. You do have some room for adjustment with the timing, with this slotted hole here where it allows the distributor to turn back and forth, and how you can set your ignition timing. You'll need a timing light to do that. If I get time, I'll show you that in another video. I'm going to go ahead and get this distributor put back on. I've got top dead center and 0 degrees on the crank pulley already set, and I'm going to get this guy on and give the truck a start, and we should be good to go with a fresh new O-ring on here. The old one wasn't in terrible shape, but again, I'm doing all the typical maintenance on the truck that people forget to, even people like the previous owner who did a lot of maintenance that most people don't do. And this is about the last of a couple things left, and it should be ready to go up either on Bring a Trailer or bringatrailer.com, just an enthusiast auction site, or hopefully somebody local buys it and another cruiser junkie gets a hold of it instead of dealership that's going to flip it for more money, etc. Hope you enjoyed the video. Easy way to replace your distributor O-ring. This one wasn't leaking, but sometimes they do leak. It's an easy fix. Check out the other videos for plenty of tutorials on the 80 series, the 200 series, and boats and other cars. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.